It's not a funny situation on COVID-19, huh? You better stay home and cook this recipe. Welcome to an episode of Eatbook vs. I'm Ching. In today's episode, we're gonna attempt to beat Bengawan solo Pandan chiffon cake. And I believe everyone, even our tourist friend out there, is familiar with this because you all like to tapao it back home, right? However, I know that the situation now, you can't travel, you can't come to Singapore, but fret not, just follow our recipe. I promise it'll be easy and nice. For our very own pandan chiffon cake, these are the ingredients we need. We need eggs, castor sugar, coconut milk, vegetable oil, cake flour, water, cream of tartar, baking powder, vanilla extract, pandan paste, and pandan leaves. So we got real pandan from our producer's house. So we're gonna cut it up and make into a pandan extract. Okay, we're done. And then we're gonna add water in. Sorry, it's gonna be noisy. It's done! Finally! Okay, so just grab. This is actually both our colouring and our flavouring. So, both in one. Value. Okay, so now we need two mixing bowls. One for our egg yolk mix and one for our egg white mix. How I like to separate my yolk from my white, right? I usually use my hand because it's safe. Okay, and we are done. You'll start with the egg yolk mix first. For egg yolk mix, you will need egg yolk, castor sugar, our pandan juice that we blended just now, the coconut milk, vegetable oil, cake flour, baking powder, and vanilla extract for flavour. The first step is to take your sugar, put it in. We will just mix it with our egg yolk first. You want your sugar to dissolve first before adding the rest of the ingredients. So just keep mixing it. So now you want to add the pandan juice, the coconut milk, and vegetable oil. If you don't have a hand mixer, you can always use a whisk. But I have no arm strength, so hand whisks. You are my friend. Okay, now we're gonna add baking powder and our pandan paste because I feel that it's a bit too yellow. It's not very green. So we're gonna put a little bit, just a teeny weeny, half teaspoon. Last but not least, our friend over here, vanilla extract. Now blend. Once everything is mixed well, we're gonna sieve the flour in. Okay, done. Now we have to blend. You have to scrape the side to make sure that the flour that you missed out is not missed. Usually I'll just lift up the bowl and check the bottom to make sure that there's no cake flour that I missed out blending into the mix. Okay, once you're done, you're just gonna put this aside and we're gonna start with our egg white mix. We forgot that you need salt for your recipe, so add 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Damn it! I'm gonna have to blend it again. Add it in when you are adding in the pandan juice. So now we're gonna make our egg white mix. So we need egg white, castor sugar, and our cream of tartar. So before we add these two in, we're gonna whisk it until it becomes foamy. Alright, once it turns foamy like this, we're gonna add the cream of tartar. So for this, we only require half a teaspoon. Plop. Continue whisking. Oh! Stop. It's something we all forgot to do. Heat up your oven. Let it be there until it rings. Continue blending. Once it starts thickening, you can start adding your castor sugar. But we're gonna add it batch by batch. So we're gonna split this portion into 3 batches. Okay, so first batch. Okay, and we're done. For the last part, we will have to fold the egg white mix into the egg yolk mix in 3 different batches. So just scoop up 1/3 of it. Oh! I'll save that later. Fold it in a same motion so that you don't lose the fluffiness that you just created from the egg white mix. This is actually the color you want to achieve. We're gonna grab this beautiful pan. Ta-da! If you don't have, you can use a normal baking tray. Any pan that you use to bake, it's fine. All you need to do is coat it with butter before pouring the mix in. Yeah, so that it doesn't stick to the pan, and once you flip it over, it will just plop out into a very nice cake. How much mixture to pour into this baking pan? We're gonna just gauge like 3/4 of the pan, because once you pour it in, it will rise, so you don't want it to overflow and become a very ugly pandan cake. Oh my god, look at the ugly folds they make.
Like fat rolls.
Yeah, it's like fat babies. So when you pour the mixture in, right, it's not straight and flat. So what you want to do is you just hit it lightly a few times to remove all the little bubbles on top. Once you're done, you're going to pop this into the oven for 50 minutes at 170 degrees Celsius. But for the first 40 minutes, we're going to only use the bottom heat. And then the last 10 minutes, then we use the top and bottom heat. So let's get poppin'! Now we wait. Oh, no! We try this. Fat flows. Oh no. Oh no. My arm is shaking. Excuse me. Be right back. I'm ready to take it out. Look at my protective layers. Oh my god. Actually it's not as charred as I thought it would be. Voila. Wow! Yes! We did it! We did it! Look! Look at the top cam! Oh. And then, wait. Oh my god, I panic. I need a knife! Oh, it's coming out itself. Oh. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, it's warm. Oh. Wow. Look at that. Wow, it really does have the pandan coconut smell, and I really totally recommend everyone to try using pandan leaves as compared to just the pandan extract or pandan essence, because you'll never get this kind of smell, flavor. Let's go and try. Right now, you're gonna do a taste test, as what we always do. You're gonna bring it to the office.
Hello!
So when I say pandan cake, right, what is the first brand that comes to your mind?
Bengawan Solo. And you must say it like that. Bengawan Solo.
So in today's episode of Eatbook Cooks, we will be competing with Bengawan Solo's Pandan Chiffon cake.
Wow. Standard high eh?
What do you think consists in a good pandan cake?
Actually, I don't know if it's pandan flavour or coconut flavour, but there's just this specific strong flavour in a pandan cake. And of course, it has to have a beautiful shade of green. Oh, and it has to be soft. The texture must be very soft and fluffy. Cannot be the compact kind.
The taste of pandan itself must be not too strong, but you know it's pandan.
The one on my right, huh? Oh,
Oh my god!
sorry. Did I squash it? Oh, the pandan smell very strong. Strangely enough, the bottom does. This is the bottom, yeah. The bottom doesn't smell like pandan, but here all does. The exterior, it feels crunchy on the outside just by touching. Now my brain is just like, it's Bengawan Solo. Faster go back to the memories and.
It's not that fragrant. It's too eggy. The crust on the outside, you know, pandan chiffon cake, usually there's this brown part on the outside. I call it the crust. It's too crusty. And I think the main draw of Bengawan Solo's pandan chiffon cake is that the texture is just consistent and soft.
Actually, the taste not very strong. Like just now when I first smelled it, it smelled stronger.
okay, not too bad. It's pretty light, and I really like the, this part, the skin part, because it is a different texture from the rest of the cake.
Okay, the texture wise, it's a bit too dense, at least for my liking, kind of thing of what a chiffon cake should be.
Not bad, it's moist, then got quite a lot of pandan taste also. The taste is stronger than the smell.
The texture itself feels a little bit more homemade because there's a little bit more crust formed on the sides. It's a little bit more subtle in terms of pandan smell.
Oh no. These don't smell like pandan at all.
Huh? This pandan ah?
Actually, to be honest, I'm a bit confused now. But based on the smell, this is a bit more familiar to me lah. There's a difference in the smell of both, and this one is more familiar to me. So I might say that this is Bengawan Solo.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay. Texture wise, I think I prefer this, but taste is definitely that.
I love the texture of this, but it's 101% not pandan cake.
101% not pandan cake.
It tastes more like pandan mixed with milk. But I like the top. What's the this skin part. I like that part.
This one is not as bouncy, like it's very light, then it will melt in your mouth when you bite it, but it's not chewy.
You have to choose which is your favorite. Which one will you pick?
I think I'm gonna choose this.
This one.
This one, the right one.
This one.
This one.
I feel like as a number one Eatbook Lawyer fan, I was disappointed. Oh my god! Did I organically choose y'all again? Y'all never change, right? Oh my! What's that, guys? This is what? Jesus, I just said it was 101% not pandan.
Wow! Okay. Wow, shit. That means the one that y'all bake nicer than the Bengawan Solo one, eh?
The Eatbook one was so perfect that I thought it was Bengawan Solos.
Okay, yours is so much better. Oh my god. Really, eh?
But I must say this is quite a good attempt. It's just the crust that gave it away. If not, I think it's not bad. I feel like $16.50 for the whole cake is still not bad. Of course, I won't buy it every day.
Dun 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 dun. Once again, I went out and I don't know who won. So, who won? Tell me! So, it was a tie. Lame lah. Lame lah. Okay. At least we didn't lose. That proves that our cake is nice. Okay? So, not bad. What's difficult about this dish will be, as a pandan cake, it is nice, but as a pandan chiffon cake, I feel like our texture is still lacking a little. But I would say that the ingredients and all is very convenient to get, and I wouldn't say that it is a very difficult recipe. It's more of like acing the chiffon part. Definitely worth the effort. I don't know who out there loves the orange chiffon cake. I do. Maybe I will tweak this recipe to an orange flavored one, or even like another flavor. Yeah, there's coffee, there's orange, chocolate. Yeah, so try whatever flavor you prefer, and I think it'll definitely come out not bad. I feel like this period is a difficult time where everybody's like stuck at home, can't go out to eat, but Eatbook has laid out content for y'all, like cooking videos, 72 hours. I think despite the fact that y'all are missing out like all those food guides, I think it's best not to go out now, stay at home and try our recipes. So you can try all our recipes from the past, like Chiffon's Milo crepe cake, the one pot recipe, all those. And also, don't forget to tag us on Instagram, and definitely this is something that we want to share with everyone that is out there who are afraid of trying to cook. Cooking is not difficult, but it's just that one step you need to take to try cooking, and you never know, you might be a cook next time. Like Adria. She is a crazy cook now. She loves cooking, and we changed her. So we will change you. Thank you for watching this episode of Eatbook Versus. If you like this video, watch more over there. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye!